where the production comes from outside of those two. So now you take him out, and I don't know if this gives LeBron James a certain more urgency to get back in the lineup sooner, but it's not going to be good because you look at the roster, that third guy with whether it's Gabe Vincent, whether it's Marcus Smart, I don't know where that production is going to come from. So obviously Austin Reaves is going to be a heavy dose of him, and he's going to have to continue to be aggressive and try and get 21, 22 free throws like he did last night, and more games like that's going to help. But this team is going to struggle with both Luka and LeBron out, and that's pretty obvious.
I'll let Boogie speak to it because this is more his expertise. But the guys that's going to have to step in is going to be Rui and it's going to have to be Aiden. They had good nights last night. They got him past the Kings. Rui throws in 18. Aiden throws in 22. When you have star players that are out, you need those guys to step in the gaps and fill in for you. But they need to do that when they're at full strength. When LeBron is back, when Luka is back next week, this needs to be the version of DeAndre Ayton that we always see. Rui always has to be a guy that's going to bring 15, 16 points to the table. Austin Reaves, killer night. He's been touted as that third option. Big time win. You go get a 50 ball and go get a dub while both of your stars are out. That should be encouraging to the Los Angeles Lakers and then moving forward. But I don't think this is nothing to really panic about. This is a week. This is probably 2 or 3 games. They survived last night. If they can get out of this 500, I think that's a good thing for them. Even better if they can stand in there and hold it down until those guys are back.
I couldn't agree more. You took the words right out of my mouth, Lou. I'm gonna start this with Ayton. I think he showed up, and we did a whole segment of telling him all the things he needs to do right. Hey, well, we're gonna spend this time to tell you everything you did right. You were dominant, you were on the boards, you were forcing the paint, your motor was going, you did all the correct things to be a factor in that game, and it showed. So outside of AR, being the headline story of that game, I think the key piece of that win was the big fella. He showed up that night.
Yeah, listen, 22 and 15. If he's anywhere near that with those guys out, that's going to go, big time. Rui, 18 and 3. So you're going to have to get that. Gabe Vincent, again, I don't know. I have such high hopes for him after the preseason, what he did in Miami. 0 for 4 in 18 minutes last night. They got to get more from him.
Now, where's Miami Gabe?
He is that playmaker. He is the ball handler. Marcus Smart, it's not really his game anymore. And you look outside of that, Dalton Connect's barely getting minutes. Vanderbilt's not that guy offensively. So it's got to come from somewhere. And Gabe Vincent's the obvious guy. And 0 for 4 in 18 minutes just isn't going to cut it, especially with those guys out.
I mean, even with Gabe Vincent not showing up to the level we've seen him at in Miami, I think those young guys on the team did their job. They did what they were supposed to do. And to go even deeper into it, I believe you want these guys' confidence high. They have the ability to win the game without their 2 best players on the floor. Yeah. You want your help, or your so-called help or role guys, to have that high confidence like Ayton did, like Rui did. You want them in high spirits, you want their confidence high, and you want them to have the confidence to know they can still go win a game without their stars being on the floor. That's what they displayed.
Yeah, I guess when it comes to Gabe Vincent, it's a couple seasons now, he just hadn't found a rhythm in this offense and a flow. Like, just be impactful. You don't got to go out there and be the dynamic scorer that you were in Miami, but just make impactful plays, be in the right positions on defense, turn yourself into a stopper, or say, you know what, I'm going to be the guy that's going to set the table up for everybody else, get some assists out of it. When you look at the numbers, they don't jump off the page, and this is a great opportunity for him to...
But he's hurt, because he did have a walking boot on after the game last night. But they were negative, the x-rays were. So he's just, it's the availability with Gabe Vincent has been, I think, probably a problem.
That's all we're saying, Beto. While you're available, especially with these guys being out of the lineup, this is an opportunity for you to show, improve, and add to the fact that this is a team that's going to have a chance to compete in the Western Conference, and Luka's going to need everybody on board. So with him being out of the lineup, these are great moments and minutes for you to go out there and show, improve, and do your thing.
Yeah, the opportunity all these other guys get now will help come playoff time when they're fully loaded. So
LeBron's monitoring, so you have to make sure he is watching everything. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but Luka, 92 points in his first 2 games, but the usage rate. This is where the deja vu kicks in, Chandler. At some point, though, is it too much?
The third game of the season, no. I can't point to usage rate and him.
No,
being
but I'm
tired
saying.
Again, when you look across the league, this happens all over the place with the Jalen Brunsons, with Luka. So again, I think there has to be a balance. There's going to be some certain rest nights. That's why the minutes that these other guys, like Gabe Vincent, get are extremely important to offload the workload that Luka has. He's always going to have the ball in his hands. He's such a ball-dominant guard. He gets everybody involved. The offense runs through him. Now they're going to do that with Austin Reaves this week, but the usage rate is high, but also he is one of the most elite playmakers in the world. It should be high.
I mean, what is the what is the usage rate though? He's playing 35 minutes a game.
And it's the third game of the year. Like,
Yeah, he's
two games
He's playing
in.
35.
He's
He's
hurt.
playing 35 minutes a game. That's
They're minor
what
injuries.
That's about around the minute average that you want your superstars to play. But if he's on the floor and he's impactful, it is what it is. Like the numbers is 46, 11 and a half, 8 and a half. That's not a usage rate problem to me. That's Luka Doncic being Luka Doncic.
the whole load management, that maybe comes into play down the season, like later in the season. Like right now, like when I saw Mitchell Robinson out for rest on opening night. Like,
We're starting it.
It's just a crazy, like, so I don't know if it's the terminology or what, but like the usage rate should be high.
That's not that's impact to me.
He's a top 3 player in the world. It's going to be high.
That's it. That's impact. Again, he's playing 35. He's playing about 35 minutes a game. He's about to get a week off with the injuries that he has. But if he's going to be impactful on the floor and every time down the floor, he's making a play, whether he's scoring a basketball or facilitating for somebody else, that's not a usage rate for me. That's why you have somebody that's as spectacular as a Luka on your team to be impactful.
It's just, I get it. It's like it's a thing because he's hurt now, and it's like you point to that.
Where's
like,
his finger?
Like,
But I don't correlate
Come on,
these
man.
injuries with his.
it happened for the guy that played 6 minutes. So it's part of the game.
It's a finger injury.
Yeah, these injuries don't really correlate with the usage rate. I mean, it's a sprained finger and it's a contusion, which is a bruise. Like, those are more like bumps and bruises. So to try to blame it on usage 2-3 games into the season, that's a little silly.
No, we'll check back in and
Yeah, let's talk about this game 25.
Then I'd be
game 30.
concerned. But
Yeah,
no.
but as of right now, I think
Also-
they're doing all the right things to make sure he's healthy moving forward.
But
You want
again,
those-
usage to me and to us, I feel like are minutes. If we're looking at a guy that played 43, 44 minutes and he has a hamstring issue, we're having a different conversation. But we're talking about a guy that's playing 35 minutes a game with a finger problem.
and a contusion.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Hey, we're not doing
Bumps
that.
and bruises, man.
Doing it in February. Come back then. Austin Reaves last night. This is obviously the talk of the town here in LA. 51 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. He was the dude. Look, he doesn't need to have 51 every night, although it would be very cool, Chandler. But what'd you make of this performance?
Well, it's 3 games. It's a small sample size, but you talk about him not being a third option. 34, 8, and 10. That
Take it.
sounds like a one option type numbers, but again,
He ran from that triple-double.
it's a little diluted, obviously, with what's happening right now, but it's a hell of a start for him. He's doing everything he can do for this team right now. He's doing, again, we're talking all-star already, like in the conversation. Keep putting up games like this, of course he's going to be in that conversation, but it's early. His opportunity is going to continue to grow with LeBron James out, with Luka out. But again, like we said with these other guys, even when they come back in, I want him to still play like this. I want him to still be aggressive because their team needs it. They need a more balanced attack. They're going to need Austin Reaves, this version of him, even when they're fully healthy.
How realistic is it, though, you keep that? I mean, if the other guys come in, it's not the same.
If we're talking about being realistic, obviously the numbers are dropped, but like he said, you still want to have the same, style of aggressiveness. You want them to approach the game the same way, and like you said, you want them to have that same confidence, no matter if it's just him on the floor or him and Luka or three-headed monster, him, Luka, and LeBron. But regardless, this is a good problem to have for the Lakers. Obviously, if you're management and you're looking at this situation, you're a little more comfortable this week.
Yeah, does a game like this change your mind on him not being a third option on a championship team?
I think they've already made their mind up. He's their legit third option.
Conrad in my ear asked me if they can win a championship with this trio, and I accidentally responded with my facial expressions, and I'd like to apologize right now. That was not professional.